beautiful beaches, historic sites, unspoiled wilderness, affordable pricing, delectable cuisine. No one needs me to tell you that Thailand is a paradise. Plus, who believes that Thailand is merely a place for meditating, accounting, or idyllic island getaways? Along with these allures, the Asian country is popular with vacationers seeking an action-packed getaway brimming with thrills and excitement. What you might not realize is that beneath all this fury and intensity lies a side that is underrepresented and less than appealing. Is the term ping pong shows or ladyboy familiar to you? Join us, and you will learn about the priceless wonders of this country through this film. After the sun goes down, you won't believe what happens. Thailand is more than just a country. It is a distinct universe, and the islands that make up that universe are the easiest proof of that. We would need at least approximately 4 hours to be able to explore at least a third of the alternatives because there are at least that many of them. Therefore, in this video, we will discuss several of them, beginning with Phuket, which is the country's most populous island. The beaches here are just breathtaking. A vibrant nightlife and a diverse community of people from different cultures. However, for those who have a passion for history, the famous shophouses can be found in the ancient town of Thalang Road.
So you got stuff like this and this.
It is difficult to say no to the beach, which would be the shopping center, which is colorful and dates back to the 19th century, and which is characterized by lovely bell structures that are Portuguese. There was no way that we could overlook the Thai Hua Museum, being situated in a building that dates back to the 1930s of the century. The Thai Hua Museum is a stunning structure that boasts a breathtaking panorama surrounding it. Exhibitions that focus on the history and culture of Phuket are housed within this structure, which was constructed in the 20th century. Consequently, an abundance of fascinating tales may be found in the city as well, even for those who do not have a strong affinity for the seaside. Koh Phi Phi, an archipelago that was used as a setting for the well-known film The Beach, is the first place we will discuss on this topic. There is not a lot to say about this. There are cliffs made of limestone, white beaches, and crystal-clear lakes. The breathtaking panorama of Phuket is now here. The location is just stunning to be in. One could compare it to a cinema theater. And to those of you who have arrived in a luxurious manner, a warm welcome to Koh Samui, a well-known country that is renowned for its palm trees, opulent resorts, and lively parties.
Koh Samui is for everybody. If you want to go partying, I would suggest you go to Chaweng. But we go to Lamai, which is a more child-friendly place, and we have a kid and a grandma.
The tropical allure of this Gulf of Thailand jewel is another reason why it is so popular with tourists. In this location, there is an abundance of natural resources of varying kinds. As we mentioned previously, when we talk about reasonable pricing, this also covers resorts that are considered to be luxurious. You will be able to appreciate the splendor of Phuket if you travel 10 minutes across the time zone. A stunning panorama of the ocean can be seen from the beach, and the ocean itself appears to be magnificent. There is a breathtaking panorama of Phuket from the beach. Due to the fact that it is 10 hours ahead of Brasilia in terms of time zone, the country is located on the opposite side of the planet physically. In addition, the watch is not the only thing that is altered. Cultural shock can be caused by a variety of factors, including the language, the brilliant colors, the unique fragrances, the religious zeal, and the local customs. There are some people who do not speak English, despite the fact that the United States is one of the most visited countries in the world. Therefore, it is possible that a little bit of a language barrier could appear in certain circumstances. The beaches occupy the position of being the most beautiful objects in the world, due to the fact that information is required in order to be recognized. Thai culture and cuisine. Immediately following their exploration of the breathtaking beaches that Thailand has to offer, commercial tourism in Thailand is a great treat for tourists. Typical meals are recognized all over the world for its ability to combine a variety of flavors, including sweet, salty, sour, bitter, and spicy, all within the same dish. Be careful, however, because when we talk about anything being hot, we are not referring to something that is slightly scorched. That is to say, it is spicy. Want to see an example? The Thai pa de chai, which is often regarded as the most popular bread in Thailand, is typically thought to have a high level of strong flavor. The pa de chai, which is regarded to be the most popular Thai bread, can be considered to be quite spicy. It is considered to be the most popular Thai bread of the three countries. Rice noodles, which are a long and thin dough, are combined in a hot wok with soy sprouts, prawns, egg and onion, and then seasoned with soy sauce, sugar, and malaguetas. This meal is considered to be the countryal cuisine of Thailand. Towards the end, a topping consisting of chopped peanuts is applied as a unique finishing touch. For those who are unaware, a wok is a traditional cooking device used in Asian cuisine. It is a kind of pan that is round and deep, and it is typically made of metal. It is used to cook food in a manner that is both quick and accurate. Rice, which is nearly always present in Thai cuisine and may even be seen on dinnerware, is another feature of Thai cuisine. It is much like the sweet rice that we have in Brazil. It is prepared there with coconut milk, mango, and gur gelim as the ingredients. Now, for those who are interested in gastronomic exploration, Thailand provides an extraordinary experience with insects in addition to food. Not only that, but there are also grasshoppers, crickets, and even enormous beavers. The arrival of these small stalls, which are crunchy and slightly salty, has captured the attention of a number of visiting tourists. The streets are filled with vibrant color. Do you remember that we discussed the colors that are alive and vibrant? In this country, the streets are crowded with cabs that are painted in a variety of bright colors. It is available in a variety of colors, including blue, pink, yellow, green, and white. So it caters to everyone's preferences, not to mention the fact that they stand in stark contrast to the monks who are dressed in the customary orange and yellow temples. Buddhism is not merely a religion in Thailand, rather it is a way of life, and the beliefs and practices associated with it are assiduously preserved. Buddhism, which is practiced by 95% of the population, can be credited with instilling a sense of independence and respect for others among the Thai people. A total of more than 400 magnificent temples may be found dispersed over the country, making them accessible in every nook and cranny. There are 3 of them that are very well known and draw tourists from other countries all over the world. There is the well-known Wat Phra Kaeo, which is the Temple of the Emerald Buddha, as well as Wat Sarung and Wat Po. The Buddhist stream that is followed in Thailand is one that believes in the capacity of humans to achieve a state of perfect peace and freedom. This belief is guided by the phrase, "Be happy, maintain serenity, and appreciate what life has to offer." Handshakes, hugs, and kisses are followed by a Y, which is a customary and affectionate Japanese greeting. In order to properly greet someone in Thai, you must first bring your hands together in a prayer position at chest height, and then you must tilt your head slightly forward. In the country, even the image of the most famous clown in the world joining his hands in a respectful Y is a clear example of how this Thai ritual from ancient times is treated seriously. This is a clear proof of how this Thai tradition is taken seriously. In Thailand, it is considered extremely disrespectful to touch someone's head since the head is regarded as the most sacred portion of the body. On the other hand, the feet are seen as the lowest part of the body and, as a result, are considered to be dirty. Moreover, if feet are no longer considered to have the best reputation, just like shoes. Therefore, it is customary to remove one's shoes before entering a temple or a local house. This is not a significant departure from the customs of other Asian civilizations, such as Japan or Korea. I would want to add an amendment. When you point your feet at religious artifacts, such as statues of Buddha or monks, you are displaying a gesture that is deemed disrespectful. By now, you should have a better understanding of the reason why people like sandals or flip-flops that can be removed with relative ease. There is a custom in Thailand that the feet are believed to be the most sacred and essential objects when they are elevated. This is another piece of information that is rather intriguing. In addition to that, they have a refined sense of taste. To add insult to injury, it has been asserted that they are the most delectable and the most tasted. In addition to this, the idea is that the opposite approach should be taken, and of course the people of Thailand are the ones who are ultimately responsible for maintaining peace. Moreover, it is not all. On the other hand, the fact of the matter is that they are well known for their one-of-a-kind preferences and even their one-of-a-kind decor. And the completeness of Thai cuisine is something that I find myself in, particularly when people come from all over the world. Even if they have a different taste in food, they are aware that they are only 5 or 6 times better than Thai cuisine. When it comes to this culture, it is also common knowledge that the Japanese people are the most experienced people in the world. On the other hand, it appears that the people of Thailand are the most famous people in this culture. There is a component of the culture that is responsible for the fact that they have the exact same flavor and appearance here. This is because the culture has an effect on all aspects of life. They take the idea of sanuki, which is essentially synonymous with having fun, very seriously, and this covers not only work, but also other activities. Joy is a part of culture. There is a strong emphasis on happiness in Thai culture, which can be seen in every aspect of daily life. They take the idea of sanuk, which is essentially synonymous with having fun, very seriously, and this covers not only work, but also other activities. Taking everything into account, who wouldn't think it would be inappropriate to smile in a setting like this? Having access to delicious food, tranquility, affluence, diverse cultures, and stunning beaches. There is no reason to be surprised that Thailand is referred to as the land of laughter. Nevertheless, if you don't engage in activities such as eating, praying, and swimming, Thailand is home to a number of clubs, bars, and parties where foreigners consume a significant amount of alcohol. In addition to being the most well-known ballad in Thailand, the Full Moon Party is considered to be one of the most well-known festivals in the country. In addition to being filled with electronic music and taking place during the evenings of the full moon, the event draws tens of thousands of tourists to the stunning beaches of Koh Phangan, which is widely considered to be one of the most captivating islands in the neighboring region. The party goes on until the sun rises, and during the early hours of the morning, the public gives in to the rhythm of exaggerations thanks to the presence of a large number of people, a great deal of alcohol, and a great deal of enthusiasm. In spite of the fact that illegal narcotics are easily accessible, people who are caught by the authorities in possession of these substances face severe punishments. During the time that France is handing out their wines and Mexico is partying with tequila, Thailand is enjoying its parties with a bucket of rum. That is correct. The songs that are attended by visitors in the Asian country give a potent mixture that includes a bottle of sang tsum, which is a well-known and energizing Thai rum. This mixture is then put into buckets that are roughly 1 liter in size and sipped with canoes throughout the night. On the subject of energy, did you know that the person who came up with the idea for Red Bull is a Thai? Yes, it is correct. Kratin Diang, which literally translates to Red Bull, is the name of an energy drink that was developed by oftThe and the Thai Shalu more than 3 decades ago. There was a significant increase in the consumption of this beverage among truck drivers and night laborers in Thailand. Dietrich Matthias Seitz, an Austrian businessman, made the discovery of Kratin Diang in 1984 as he was traveling throughout the country. The concept of spreading this energy to the rest of the world was brought to his attention as he engaged in conversation with Chalu. For the purpose of marketing this potent energy drink on a global scale, they came together to establish Red Bull, a conglomerate. Thailand's nightlife. However, returning to the topic of Thailand's nightlife, let us discuss something that is a little less well known in this country, a phase that has been explored a little bit, and a subject that is of concern to the local authorities who are attempting to maintain the image of the country, and that is the problem of prostitution. Even in the face of the controversy that surrounds this subject, particularly due to the fact that it is against the law, this practice has sadly become a form of tourist attraction in the Asian country, which has resulted in the development of a well-known tourism industry. Within this framework, there is apprehension regarding the criminal acts that are connected to this business, including the exploitation of minors, enslavement, and a great deal of other offenses. One of the most well-known neighborhoods in Bangkok for its vibrant nightlife, Patpong, is frequented on a daily basis by individuals from other countries, both male and female. When confronted with this situation, the question that appears to be asked by everyone is, why do you help? What are the consequences of restricting it? It is not entirely clear what the answer is. It has been practiced for at least 6 centuries in Thailand, and despite the fact that it is not socially acceptable, this is a traditional practice in the country. Historical evidence demonstrates that this practice was documented by the Chinese traveler Ma Hua in the year 1430. Additionally, it was documented throughout the reign of Ayutthaya, which lasted from 1351 to 1767 days. At that time, the activity was legally sanctioned and subject to taxation, and the state was in charge of running brothels. In 1908, a legislation was enacted to regulate brothels and the practice of The regulation required the establishment to be registered and required outdoor signage to indicate the services that were being provided. It is fascinating to note that almost a century later, it appears that the cultural practices have not changed, and these locations continue to be brimming with light. The advertising that is done today is done outside, rather than through the use of signage. However, ever since the Vietnam War, the country has garnered a reputation on a global scale as a country for tourism. This is due to the fact that during the war, American soldiers collected and traveled to the region in search of rest and fun during their licenses. During that time period, fishing villages provided a sense of peace and tranquility, as well as beaches. But, in order to fulfill the requirements of these troops who were looking for pleasure, the construction of the leisure industry that we are familiar with today began. In the year 1960, a new law was introduced with the intention of legally prohibiting the practice. Those who violated the law were subject to monetary fines and imprisonment. After some time had passed, in 1996 the law was amended to criminalize consumers and to incorporate other concerns, such as the use of slave labor, that were directed towards this activity. It is not required to state that the sector has progressed now that these laws have been implemented. At the present time, these establishments are known as massage shops, receptionist services, and amusement bars. In other words, they are a pure facade that has a significant amount of legal backing. Chuit Kamu Vist, who was known as the patron of this activity, revealed in 2003 that he had paid more than £1.5 million in bribes to politicians and police officers over the course of a decade in order to keep his business operating. This is a noteworthy example. An illustration of this may be found in the city of Pattaya, which is situated 140 kilometers away from Bangkok. Presently, it is the epicenter of activity in Thailand, and it is also referred to as the Thai Sin City, or the Sodoma and Gomorrah modern. There are a lot of tourists who come to this region to watch the famous ping pong exhibitions, which are acts in which ladies spell things that are thought to be impossible. In addition to blasting ping pong balls and challenging customers to hit them with a racket, various items such as golden fish and canaries are also available. On top of that, this is only the beginning. There is a wide range of idiosyncrasies that these women perform. Dice throwing, opening bottles, and wiping candles are just some of the skills that you possess. During the year 2018, the city was visited by nearly 1 million people who were looking for these services. Even more tragic than these numbers are the accounts of visitors who have committed themselves while they were in the country enjoying their vacation. Typically married, divorced, or widowed, they are looking for love and companionship in exchange for financial support. On the other hand, Thai women frequently make fun of them, and as a result, they come to be considered resources. There are some of these men who determine that the end of their lives is the best alternative. The so-called lady boys are quite requisite. They provide a wide variety of entertainment and services to its customers. Also, if you are curious about what a ladyboy is, allow me to explain it to you. Katwe is a Thai phrase that refers to transgender individuals, with the majority of the time being referred to as trans women. However, the term can also be used to refer to gay men. Ladyboy is the non-literal English translation of Katwe. Although jokes about ladyboys may be popular, it is interesting to note that, in contrast to several Asian countries, ladyboys are widely tolerated in society. There is a connection between the principles of Buddhism and the idea of gender variety in Thailand. Buddhism acknowledges 3 genders: the masculine, the feminine, and the Katwe. People who practice Buddhism believe that the circumstances of today are the product of previous lifetimes, and because Katwe is considered to be a result of karma, it is essential to treat them with compassion in accordance with the core teachings of Buddhism. A quantification of there is a lot of uncertainty about the precise number of these professions in Thailand, with figures that are both variable and disputed. There was no official investigation of the matter carried out by the Thai government. While non-governmental organizations believe that there were between 200,000 and 300,000 professionals, the World Health Organization, WHO, recommended in 2001 that a more reliable number would be between 150,000 and 200,000 professionals. According to these data, a researcher at Chulalongkorn University estimated that there were approximately 2.8 million people working in the sex industry in the year 2004, although these estimates were regarded to be overstated. In a nutshell, nobody knows anything, and as a result, there is no action taken that is actually beneficial on the matter. From spicy food to floating markets, Thailand's a land that sparks. Which fact left you most surprised? Leave a comment. Don't be shy. Hit like and subscribe. Until next time, we say Kob Kun. Thank you for joining us today.